Hi folks, Don and Bob here. We're back in Lost Kingdom Park today, and we're back in the Morrison and going to be starting out where we left off last time, which is the Camarasaurus habitat. And we're going to go under the bridge and head toward the other side of the river, which is where our Morrison exhibits are. And yes, you saw the name Morrison's with the apostrophe S in the title slide, and using that as the name of a restaurant, which I'll be putting in the course of this video, and expanding the Morrison area by adding an alternate species of Camarasaurus. This is, I think, the second largest of the species, if I've got that right. Anyway, here we are at the new structure. You can see one of the standard restroom blocks there. And I put in this serpentine wall to have this be a little something different, and implied handicapped access for guests coming in. And we're going to go up the stairs, and a little bit of educational programming here, taking advantage of the fact that the silhouette for the Camarasaurus is rearing up, and playing a little game with it. So we're going to keep going up the stairs where that question resolves. So the upper level is the viewing area, and the guests can look out over this somewhat different landscape. And there's the head of that rearing Camarasaurus over by the other end of our handicapped guest access. Basic accoutrements on the viewing area, and we've got I think 5 Camarasauruses out here and a small group of Dryosaurs to just get a little more action into the habitat. You probably realize that there are 3 of those sauropod care pyramids in the park, and there's a reason for that. There also happen to be 3 Camarasaurus alternate species, and the 2 are somewhat tied together. Anyway, we're going to slide down to this end of the viewing area, turn and check out that handicap thing, which is missing its dark glass. I don't know what happened there. And then to the Morrisons in the treetops. This is our sign to let the guests know they're on their way to the restaurant down here. It's the restaurant block primarily that comes with the game once you unlock it in franchise mode. And from this side you can look back down onto the path or across over to the earlier Morrison exhibit. I need to put some doors in still for the kitchen area. Forgot to do that. Oops. And the basic big restaurant module, I did some recoloring to make it feel a little more at home in this environment. It's nice we're able to do that. It would also be nice if there really was something to do with that big window into a kitchen, for which we have no kitchen equipment. Outdoor seating with an overlook on this side, again to that original Morrison habitat. I'm probably going to need to do something about those fences so our guests have a better view. And on this side, you can see the feed tray for our Dryosaurs, and they have a little cave shelter area there over by the cursor. And the idea is to try to keep them hanging around this part of the exhibit. Their enrichment is here as well, but they still have to walk down to the river to get some water. Well, here comes one headed toward the right area, out there among those sauropods. So the rocks you see there are actually practical in game as well as by concept. The idea being that the very rough ground would be something that sauropods don't really want to walk on, and they don't if the rocks protrude enough out of the substrate. So that's the functional part. The in-game sauropods won't walk on them, and that keeps them from like grabbing a guest and hauling them into the habitat by accident. Anyway, aerial view, all three of the pyramids. I extended that care building to have another holding pen for this exhibit. Figured you didn't need to see that build, even though I'm not really doing buildings here. Going to do some more work around here, like fixing those rocks sitting out in the middle of nowhere, and all be pretty nice. Anyway, so a little bit of cinematic of the Dryosaur area, with the Brachiosaur doing a Nessie impression over there. Just his head and neck sticking out of the rocks instead of the water. And then we'll cut to an extended scene of our Camarasaurs doing Camarasaur things. This is probably it for the Morrison for a while till we get some more Morrison animals in. The devs certainly promised us some in the 50. 4 that I recall. Hope we're still getting them, if not by the time we go to full release, but in follow-up DLCs, it would be nice. They're all pretty classic animals, and it really fleshes out what you can do with the late Jurassic and the Morrison in building a park. Something that I have an interest in, maybe of less interest to people who are outside of North America. But it is a massive, long-termed environment with some pretty spectacular dinosaurs in it. Next time in this park, we hope we won't get any sauropods playing ostrich. Next time, I'm hoping we'll have some new animals to put in. Because the delayed update has 1 animal, and there are 3 animals listed for the update after that. I've been having some ideas about them, but can't really talk about that much because if you've read the sign block as a VIP, I'm under a non-disclosure agreement about things that have not been generally mentioned to the public. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and visiting today. The channel is slowly growing. We're a niche product, I get that, and the game isn't even in full release yet, so that probably contributes to it. But if you're new here, please subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and maybe we'll get some more eyes on this. What are you doing now, sauropod? Okay. Very flexible, I guess. And, well, the sauropods were being cranky about drinking on camera. Got a Dryosaur down here now. And he's going to cooperate and have a little drink. So, the sun is setting in Lost Kingdom. And it's time to go away for another week. Next week will be the other zoo, and we'll see how that goes. Until such time, you all be kind to each other out there. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all back for another video. Dino Bob, signing off again. Bye now.